Oh, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm Amy from Seriously Sweet on Davis Street, and this is my sister Tammy, and it is time for Sunday Sister Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
I'm happy it's Sunday.
Oh, me too. Don't you love the weekends?
Yes. I wish this would not end. I need 2 more days.
I feel like weekends should be 4 days long and work week should only be 3.
I agree.
Wouldn't that be great?
Let's make that happen.
Doubt we'd ever get a thing done, but wouldn't that be awesome? Hey guys, how are you? I see people starting to pop on. Hey, let me get up here in comments. So Chris is there, right?
Here he is.
Hey, come say hi.
Hi.
That's my brother-in-law, Chris. So Chris, if you want to help out, you see where the comment is? The comment field on the right. If you want to click, you can show comments. Hey, Jennifer. Hey. And then you unclick it to take it off. And Barbie is here.
Yep, I got it.
So if there's any questions that you want to show, you can show from there. Can everybody hear us okay? We're good to go? I was going to look on my phone real quick, T, and just make sure that everything went live okay before we go too far.
Oh, hi, Beth from Nebraska.
Oh, cool. What time is it for you in Nebraska, Beth? Is it noon or 11? Oh, yeah, we're live. We're good to go. Okay.
Tammy's here. Hello.
Hi, guys. Tammy, how is it out there in Leesburg? Is it hot? Is it humid? Is it raining?
It's hot and humid, hence the frizziness, wild behavior of the hair.
My curls are cooperating a little bit more.
Yeah, it's good. It's hot. So hot.
So you guys remember a few weeks ago, and Jen, if you're here, would you make sure that it went live on the YouTube channel and that it also went live into our cookie group, Cookie Snack Attack? And Jen is going to be dropping some links in for you for our Seriously Sweet store page. We want you to like that. We want you to go to our YouTube channel. Tammy, are you ready? Let's tell them what they do on the YouTube channel. Ready?
Yes.
Smash that subscribe button.
You're an expert now, Amy. Yeah.
You ready to do it? Let's do it together. So in case mom's watching.
Okay.
Smash that subscribe button.
Then you can also smash the like.
Oh yeah. It only has like, doesn't it?
No, you got to do both. You have to subscribe and like. Otherwise, people don't know.
All right, we'll do that. And then please join our Cookie Snack Attack group because I do all kinds of fun tutorials in there. Right now, Tammy, I don't know if you've got to see any of them or not, but we're doing a cool series for the whole summer called Tiki Hot.
Yes, I've watched them. I love the tiki theme.
Isn't it so fun? I knew you'd love it because you love Hawaii.
Yes.
And yes, this is my sister, and we are currently having Sunday Sister Shenanigans. Do you like our new name, Tammy? This is because they've asked for you to be a return guest.
Yeah, I didn't know this was our name, but I dig it. I like it a lot.
Me too. I was like, oh, that's perfect for us because we can get into some trouble. Hey, Nadine, how are you? So also, guys, go join our free cookie group called Cookie Snack Attack with Seriously Sweet. I've been doing this whole summer series in there. I teach on Tutorial Tuesday. God bless alliteration, right, Tammy?
You love that. It's your favorite.
I know it is my favorite thing. Hey, Myra. So Tuesdays, we do a prep teaching in the morning. And then in the evening, we do the full video. Sometimes they're an hour, Tammy. Sometimes they're 2 hours. But what we're doing is focusing on creating multimedia cookies. So it's so much fun. And, you know, I get my fix because it's got all the cool glitter on there. And then we've also got candy. I always try to work something in. We're also doing fondant. In the wintertime, we're going to do some modeling chocolate with it. We've been doing a little texturing and painting and dry dusting. I mean, texture out the window. We're just going crazy.
Great. So,
Tammy was a guest. How long, Tammy? Maybe a month ago?
It's been a month, but I have to give you an update because what did we do last time?
we did Shiba Inu. You totally thought you were going to catch me off
Yes,
guard.
I did. I did.
And it was on Bitcoin currency.
That's close. That's close. Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. Oh, yeah.
Token. But guess what? If you had bought it 1 month ago, you would have made 12%.
Oh, what a deal. What a deal.
Not financial advice.
Yes, we should also start right now and say that this video is not sponsored by Facebook or YouTube. It's Seriously Sweet on Davis Street. I'm Amy Hicks. This is my sister Tammy. We're enjoying some Sunday sisterly shenanigans. And we're going to be doing another really cool cookie for her today. This is a cookie that I will not be selling just in case Pokemon people are watching. We're just doing this for fun to promote the festival that's happening next weekend that my sister and brother-in-law will be participating in. So Tammy's going to give us all kinds of cool updates, tidbits, facts about Pokemon Go Fest, which is next weekend, right?
Yes, Saturday and Sunday.
Somehow, I'm going to switch the cameras around a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Somehow Tammy found out that, Tammy, tell me if you can still see me when I shrink my camera. Somehow Tammy and Chris found out that the special character that's being released, right, Tammy? It's a special character that's just for Pokemon Go Fest next weekend.
Yeah. Well, first, Amy, I have to tell you, this is a good weekend to be a nerd.
Put that back up there, that picture, wherever that was.
Yeah. That's Meloetta. But if you're a nerd, this is a really good weekend. Are you going to ask me why?
Yes, please tell me why.
So,
why is it okay to be a nerd this weekend?
Yeah. This weekend, the Marvel movie Black Widow came out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And today, personal travel to space has become a reality.
Brian and I watched that. That was so cool.
Yep. So Sir Richard Branson kicked off his business for personal space travel.
Did you guys see that comment over? Jen is saying nerds totally rock. We do.
See? Thank you, Jen.
So I watched it. Brian was watching it and he was like, check this out. It's happening. And I was like, whoa. And can you believe the cost of the flights? And there's already, Brian, how many people are signed up to go? Over 300 people are already signed up at $250,000 a pop. Do you want that revenue stream?
Yes.
How fun is that?
I could put you in a wagon and pull you around my yard for that price. I think it's fine. It's just the same experience.
No, I think the whole thing is about getting that G-force, right? And then getting up there into space and then coming down successfully.
I can strap 2 pillows on you and throw you across the yard.
But just jump in the pool and call it even because it's hot, hot, hot.
Yes.
It's so hot here.
The last reason it's a great weekend to be a nerd is because you have to do all your preparation for Pokemon Go Fest for next weekend. You got to get all of your stuff lined up this weekend so you're ready to go.
Wait, tell them her name again.
Oh, wait, I taught you how to say her name. How do you say her name?
You say it. No, you do it.
You say it.
I don't know. Meloetta? I don't know.
Meloetta.
Meloetta. She's the melody character. That's what she is. I looked her up last night.
Yeah.
So Meloetta.
Yeah,
the melody Pokemon special release character for next weekend. So that's what we're going to make today just for fun while we hang out and chat. And I figured you guys could pick up a few cookie tips while we're doing this too.
Yes, she is a mythical Pokemon, and this will be her first time appearing in Pokemon Go. And she's from the Unova region.
Oh, that's cool. I have no idea what that means, but does anybody else that's on here with us know what that region thing means?
Yeah, so if anybody on here is playing, tell us if you're going to play or you play Pokemon Go. Also, Amy, you can say Pokemon, or just Chris and I have just shortened it to Poke.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. All right. Let me show a couple things real quick, okay? If you guys enjoy this video today and you'd like to tip the artist, you can always visit the coffee shop, and there's a little place there where you can buy me a sweet tea if you want to do that. I also forgot to remind you, please don't forget to sign up for text alerts. If you text the word Livestream to the phone number 540-870-0726, it'll put you in our text alert system so you get alerts before every live stream, not just to Sunday sisterly shenanigans, but to every live stream that we do during the week too. I saw your face. So funny. So coffee shop is here just so it's in the video for replay. Texting is here in case you want to get on that. And then I'm going to pop this up and pop it down really quick, okay? Investigate that at your own risk if you can print 3D printers. And this is not sponsored by Pokemon. We
Correct.
just, my sister and brother-in-law will be participating in that tournament next weekend. And it's once a year, right, T?
This big Go Fest is once a year. Yep.
Go Fest. So you went last year. You're going to show some pictures though, right? In a minute.
Yeah, we will as we get going. So last year ended up being an all virtual year, and this year is a virtual year with some around the country. They'll have some sites where you can just go and take pictures with props. But in 2019, that was a big year. And we'll show you a picture later.
Where was that one? Because I feel like
Chicago.
And didn't you take one of my store stickers? Seriously? Yeah, that's it. Didn't you take one of my store stickers and take a picture while you were there? Wasn't that one of the places that you did the traveling seriously sweet sticker?
I don't know if we did that in Chicago. It was crazy. It was, if you have done like a Tough Mudder, this is the equivalent of that. There's days and days of preparation, and then you poke all day, and the gates open at 10, but you've already been there since 8:30 with your backpack and
that is so funny.
It's crazy. It was so much fun.
This is a whole culture though, right? It's not just something for kids.
Yeah, let me tell you. So do you want to guess? Do you want people to guess in the comments, like how many people actively play Pokemon Go on your phone?
Listen, you run that part while I start decorating, because today I'm just going to decorate. They can ask questions if they want to. But I'm not going to treat it like a normal tutorial because I just want you to talk about the event while I get going. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'll come back to the super fun stuff like her hair that's made out of candy. Ooh, but otherwise, I'm just going to get some icing down. Okay.
Okay. So does anybody have any guess at all how many active players there are who play Pokemon Go? Amy, you can guess.
No, I don't have any idea, but I assume it's in the millions because I know it's big business.
Yeah, it is. It's 100 and on average, or about, so a little bit more probably, but around 150 million active players.
Wow.
Do you know how much money it makes every year?
No, how much?
It's going to blow your mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you want to guess? Oh.
No, I don't think I could get 150 million, Barbie's saying.
I think he's answering for the active players. That's right. For active players a year. The money they make. Ready, Amy?
I'm ready.
$1.23 billion in revenue a year.
Are you kidding me?
No, with a B. Billion.
Wow. Insanity. Yeah. Absolute insanity.
All right. Your average aged player is how old?
I don't know, but that's what I want to know. What is it?
Okay. Does anybody want to guess?
They have a 10-second delay, T.
Yeah, Chris just told me that.
Okay, sorry. I meant to
I was like, no one's guessing. Oh, here comes the guesses.
I'm not watching the guesses because I'm decorating. Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
Sandy says 30. Someone else said 35. This is average age.
T, do you guys know how long Pokemon has actually been an active thing?
Well, Pokemon Go, Becky says 28 years. Pokemon Go has been live, like active 5 years on your phone. So you can play on your phone, your iPad, whatever, for 5 years. But the game itself came out in the 90s.
That's what I was going to say, because it's when you were in.
We just missed this. I was a little too old because it's crazy. They came out with like trading cards, right? And that's how you play the game.
That's what I remember. But I was already out of college and married when this whole thing started.
Yeah. And they just sold. There's this famous YouTube guy, Logan Paul. And he started that's his name, right? Logan Paul. He started collecting all the boxes of first generation Pokemon cards and having these like huge YouTube reveals and parties. And he was paying $100,000.
Oh my
goodness. At one point I'm looking at Chris because he knows all the details. Over $300,000 for a box of unopened trading cards, first edition.
What are they worth now if you have them hidden away somewhere?
Wait, Amy, what color are you using right now?
I'm just using a base green because then, of course, because I am the candy cookie person, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you two really cool ways to make her hair. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So I think I'm going to go with the one that I'll show you in a minute. You guys keep going.
Okay.
But it's just a base green. And actually, you guys, it's the darker green from the Tiki Hot series.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's answer one question at a time. So the average age right now is 25 years old.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
But I'll tell you that all the people...
I would have thought older.
Well, I was just going to say, all the people we play with here are, Chris and I are the youngest people who play here.
Seriously?
Yeah, in our community, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to rat you out on how much older you are than 25, but let's just say they're not 25.
We're definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, yeah. I would not have suspected that.
I know, it's great. And so pre-COVID, right? Like 3 times a week, we would go out into the community and just hang out with people and catch Pokemon and do these raids and things. And now most of it's virtual. Now, actually, a lot of us sit in our cars and just wave at each other.
That's what I was going to tell them. Sometimes I go visit my sister and they're like, oh, well, we got to go do a raid before we do something tonight. So we're all in the car and we drive to some area of Loudoun County. And then all of a sudden, all these cars swarm in like bees attacking something, right? And then all of a sudden they all go away. And I'm just sitting there like, what's happening right now? But that's how it goes down.
Jen, you're right. Becky Norton was closest. So she just wins bragging rights.
Oh, that is fabulous. So funny.
So before we got on today, Chris and I were talking about the time you and Brian had come up from somewhere to visit. And we were like, oh, come play Pokemon with us. And we just ended up driving you around a parking lot. Because you couldn't, we tried to show you on the phone, but you're just like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore.
That's so funny. And Brian is actually with us too, guys, but he's in the other room viewing from YouTube. So all 4 of us are in on this today. So funny.
Yeah. And then we were talking about the one time we were at the beach. And do you remember what the name of this Pokemon is, Amy? We're going to show you 1 second.
Okay, hold on. I'm ready. Oh, no. I don't remember his name, but I remember he was only available that weekend at Ocean City, right?
Oh, so close. We were at the beach. Wrong beach, though.
Where were we? Were we at Inglewood?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember what his name is, though.
Mankey.
Oh, yeah, Manakee, because we were, yes. That's
on Minnesota Key.
Minnesota Key in Florida.
I think he'd just come out, that Pokemon, at that time. And then after that, now you can get him all over. But he had just come out. And guys, Amy is slightly competitive.
Slightly.
So there is this.
This is why we're doing sisterly shenanigans.
I mean, you never know it, right?
Statement.
you never know it. Slightly competitive. And near where we were at the beach, it was this thing called a gym. And so you can like battle people in the game and kick them off the gym.
Oh, no, we were at Inglewood for that because I remember this.
And so we took the gym. We drove away and Amy was all excited, like, yeah, we're going to be on there for days. It's going to be great. And then literally like exactly 3 minutes later, someone kicked us off. And Amy's like, drive back. We got to take that gym back again. So all night we were in this epic battle, going there to battle, driving away, going back.
I was so frustrated, okay, because this is not my thing. I don't really understand what's going on. But we were in that parking lot, and there's only a certain range to be on these gyms, right, where you can be on them. There was not another car in that parking lot. And that's when we figured out, those octagon-shaped hotel rooms that were next to Inglewood Beach. We figured out whoever was battling us was in one of those places. And I was like, I just want to blow them up.
It was like drive by slow and look in each of those windows.
Figure out who's doing this because I can't walk away now. It was terrible, but it was fun. It's just fun family time.
Hi, Priscilla. Priscilla says hi.
Hey, Priscilla, how are you? So terrible. We should not be telling people all this.
Well, Amy, you should tell them you just drew on there with a pen.
Oh, I did. I used, I'm trying to figure out how to mark her because I want to get as much dimension. This is what we're going for, you guys. And I'm going to hand draw some of the musical notes on, but I want to do her body super skinny. So I'm just trying to figure out which pieces to do first.
How'd you do all the purple part?
That is Chef Master Neon Purple, same purple we're using in the Tiki Hot series. And so I just did a dark purple in the background because I have this stuff. Now, guys, I'm going to show you something. Please don't send me a lot of horrible memos and tell me that this is not food safe and it's been recalled and all that. I do not use this on food orders. But I bought this stuff like 3 years ago. It's glow in the dark from this company called Rochem, I think. Yeah, Rollchem. I'll show you. So they had this whole neon color series, but it was recalled. I don't think it was recalled because it was not food safe. I think it was recalled from the US. People use it to do like glow in the dark splatter colors. There's like 7 colors of this stuff in neon and you splatter cakes with it. And then the cakes glow in the dark.
Oh, wow.
Right. So it's really fun, but it's not FDA approved in the US. And then I think that's what happened. There was like a big release of this in the United States and then it got recalled, but I think it's because it's not FDA approved. But I still have this stuff. So when you said this cookie, I was like, oh, we're going to try out this glow in the dark. So before we ever came live today, I did this outline and then I put this in the dehydrator. And if it's dry enough, by the time we get done talking about GoFest, then I'm going to come back and just put this on here for fun because it's Lumo, so it glows in the dark. Now, there's also some product that you can like take cupcake icing and you can dip the cupcakes in it and it glows under black light. But this is the true splatter stuff, like the stuff people use to splatter. I have this color and neon orange and neon yellow, neon green, neon blue. I've never used them for anything. And so when you said this cookie, I was like, oh, we're going to make her glow because no one's eating her. So no
Wait, I have a very important question though.
All right, I'm ready.
Like, who's eating cake in the dark?
Well, at the skating rink here where we live, they used to have glow in the dark parties for the kids all the time. But now we don't have a skating rink thanks to COVID. It was one of the things that went by the wayside during COVID.
I remember we used to have a skating rink and you could have that like glow in the dark night. But like, is it people eating a lot of cake in the dark? Like other than that?
Listen, I guess because I ordered this stuff because I had a mom that contacted me and she wanted glow in the dark cupcakes, but I couldn't get the stuff in time. What she actually wanted was cupcakes dipped in that, whatever the stuff is that you dip them in to make them glow under black light. So I didn't understand that that's what she was after. I thought she wanted, there was a real big cake trend with all the glow in the dark colors on the cakes. And I thought that's what she was calling about. And I had already ordered the stuff, but it wasn't going to arrive in time. And then I'm actually glad the whole thing didn't work out because it got recalled for US usage like 2 weeks later.
Jen has a good point too, right? Bowling alleys with glow in the dark nights.
Yeah, and we lost our bowling alley too during COVID. Isn't that awful?
That's not good. But for $250,000, you can come over to my house and I'll let you throw a bowling ball in the backyard.
Yeah, if I had $250,000, that'd be a whole nother arena, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, guys, I'm doing this whole cookie. I'm just basically doing a wet on wet technique, and then we're going to circle back and we're going to add some 3-dimensional hair because I'm going to let you guys pick.
You want to talk about hair for a second? Would you like to see Chris and I in Chicago, like, I don't know, 6 hours into the day?
Yes.
Exhausted.
Yeah. I remember.
This is a big fat Hyde Park, right? I think it's called.
I don't remember.
Oh, I can't remember the name of the park. Lincoln Park, maybe?
I don't know, but I remember when you got back, you said it was one of your most exhausting trips ever.
Oh, but it was so fun. But so this fountain you see behind us is a really famous landmark there. And that shirt we're wearing, actually, Chris designed that. It's Snorlax laying down, taking a rest, but we're soaking wet because the fountain comes on, on a cycle. And if you don't know, you haven't been near the fountain, this fountain doesn't just come on, people. It like shoots you as if you got blasted with a fire hydrant hose in the face.
Oh my goodness.
And it was so hot that day. Everybody just was standing around. We were like, oh, let's just stand here for a second. They were like, bam, we just got blasted.
Perfect? It was perfect though, right? Absolutely
so
what you needed because it was so hot.
It was so fun.
Did you guys go up there for something else other than the tournament? I can't remember.
Well, that trip to Chicago was just for that. And then we went to Montreal for a weekend. They didn't have a Pokemon Fest, but they had like this other, what were those things called where you could, so it's not a fest.
Safari Zone.
Yeah, Safari Zone. Good job, Chris. Come in so the people who came later can see you. This is Chris.
This is my brother-in-law, Chris. That's my sister's husband.
And they had the Safari Zones, right? So it's not as big of a deal, not as many people, but still hundreds of thousands of people.
Well, these are things I should never attend because as you aptly pointed out to everyone, I would go crazy because I would be too competitive. This is why I'm not allowed to play video games. Tammy used to play them all the time as a kid, but I used to get super frustrated with them and I was like, no, I can't do this. Because people will break your score, right? And I was like, no, sorry, can't do this. No.
Mom used to play Duck Hunt all the time.
Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Oh, it was fun. And then in 2020, they were going to have maybe 8 events. Pokemon was going to have maybe 8 or 10 events all over the world. And Chris and I were like, this is the year we're going to go to every one of them. We're going to go to Japan, Australia. They were everywhere. In Europe, we were going to go to Prague. Yeah.
And then COVID hit.
Yeah. So new goal, 2024.
Do you think they'll be back by 2024? Is that the plan for them?
They'd do it now if they could. Oh, thanks, Priscilla. That was nice of you. Amy, look up and smile.
We're a hot mess, I'll tell you. It's really loud at holidays.
You don't ever really get a full sentence out. No one does.
No, it's so funny because, some people really can't follow conversations when there's multiple people talking, but it's almost a rite of survival at our house.
Yeah, absolutely.
When my mom and my older sister Sherry and Tammy and I are all together, it's like everybody's finishing everybody's sentences. It's really kind of fun. But I mean, it might be one of those things where you have to be there.
And you have to get used to it. You have to practice. Like poor Chris, Brian are just like, what's happening? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
It's funny though. I have realized over the years, we actually allow time for them to say something and then we jump right back in, right? We're like crazy.
But that's normally when we're eating. We're like, oh, okay, you guys can talk now.
Yeah, we don't give them much time though, do we?
No.
Not
Amy, I want to show you 2 other Pokemon that are going to come up at the fest. So this year you have to pick if you're going to be Rockstar Pikachu.
What? Okay.
Or if you're going to be Popstar Pikachu.
Oh, well, not duh. She's pink, purple, and sparkly. I think that would be me.
Hands down.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
So what are those characters for?
Well, so Chris and I already had to plan out our strategy because if you pick one or the other, and you can see them here behind me, if you pick one or the other, that's the one you'll encounter during the day.
Oh, wait, you mean that's for this Go Fest for tomorrow, for next weekend?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we each have to pick one so that then later we can trade. So we'll both be able to have one for our collection.
So people that are going to play this next weekend, like how many devices are they going to be on?
Well, most people play with one device, but there are a lot of people who have multiple accounts, multiple devices.
I think you kind of just summed it up, that that's what most people do. But what are you two going to be doing?
Oh, we just do one each. But there is a guy in Japan. I think there's a man, a retired man in his 80s in Japan. And you might have, I think I've shown you this picture of him, Amy, but other people might have seen him. So he has a bicycle.
Okay.
And on the bicycle, he built like a platform. And on this platform, he has attached over 100 telephones.
What?
Yeah. So he can play all day on 100 accounts. He actually needs no one else to help him raid or do anything. He can just do it.
How can he physically be playing on all of those devices, though?
Listen, the man's got goals.
That is some serious insanity.
Yeah, Amy would flood it with diamond dust. That's true.
I would. You know it. Absolutely would.
Yeah, so what Chris and I do now is we drive in the car and we go over to this park near our house. It has 7 stops. And then in the car, we just put on a TV show and then we just play Pokemon there.
Yeah, is anybody else here that's in Loudoun County? Because you probably have seen my sister. I don't know. There is one of my Priscilla friends lives near you. Well, she's in Sterling, I think, actually.
Yeah, they have good Pokemon there. This is a lot of work you're doing here, Amy. I can see you've got your little stick there.
Tammy. Let's please call it by its official name. This is a thingamajiggy, and
that's
I
right.
also have a boo-boo stick. Right?
Very important.
How funny. Well, you know what? I'm breaking her down because I was going to do her all wet on wet, but I think that her eyeballs, yeah, I probably threw glitter at the doctor. You're probably right about that. But today, guys, in lieu of the glitter, I'm going to do this glow in the dark. I hope this works. So I'm not going to finish her face while we're live. I'll go back and do that later because I want to do each of these pieces in sections so we get a little bit of dimension. But since she's the Melody Pokemon character, I think all of these areas, see all these little oval areas? I think those are supposed to kind of make you feel like you're looking at musical notes, right?
Yes. Yep.
So I did want to ask you something. Can you put her picture back up?
Mm-hmm.
Put a picture of her. And I wanted to ask you guys something because somebody's bound to be on here. Okay, so this is my interpretation of this, which is why I did the cookie this way. I think her arms are supposed to be musical notes turned upside down. But Did you guys notice on her hair? I believe that that's the whatever that piece is in the back of sheet music. What is that called? Where they have the lines and
the bars, right? Is that the bars?
I don't know. If someone's on that knows what that is, I believe that is what her hair is supposed to look like, which is why I made her hair the way that I did. So I'll show you guys that in just a minute.
Yeah, I think it's sheet music.
Yeah, but each of those bars, it's not a stanza, but each of those bars has a name. Like, you know how it's divided? So that's why her hair goes that little section. It's got the lines, like the 4 lines that are on the sheet music pages. Yeah. And then it's got the divider.
Beth has a guy in her town that goes around.
That does this, that does
the Pokemon. 10 phones.
He does what? How many phones?
About 10.
No, I can't understand this. 10 phones?
Yeah, you have to have goals, Amy.
Does everybody know who this guy is? Now, what I want to know, Tammy, is can you make any money doing that? Is anybody besides the company making any money?
No, I mean, I think not in the game. Like, you can't make money in the game, but so sometimes people will make stickers or stuffed animals and they'll sell those.
Oh, no.
What else? Yeah, people you can make a lot of money. I don't know what I'm thinking, because there are all these people who are YouTubers full time. And people pay to have subscriptions to their sites, and they do updates like 2-3 times a week.
I was just going to say, nobody in the cookie arena should be giving us any grief today about talking about this, because CookieCon, which is coming up, there's one in Dallas and one in Florida in Orlando this year. They exchange all that kind of stuff. It's like being at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Right. So they exchange buttons and scribes and everything related to cookies. They like trade. They have this massive party. So they are going to have a fabulous time.
Yeah. It's Comic-Con is actually next week, I think. Next week or the week after in San Diego.
That is that what we went to here in our area a billion years ago when we were young people?
No.
We went to some comic show. I thought it was something con.
No, at the Dulles Expo Center?
I don't remember. I just know that I bought more comic books.
No, that was just the comic book shop that used to be in Chantilly. You went there. We used to take you there.
We went to some big some big show. Brian, do you remember?
Maybe it was at the Dulles Expo Center. They used to have shows there, and you could buy comic books and cards and stuff.
I don't know, but I remember leaving there thinking, oh my God, this is way too expensive of a hobby for me.
Chris and I went to Awesome Con in DC a couple times.
I thought it was a Comic-Con thing. I thought that was because I remember thinking, oh, this is what everybody's talking about. Because I'm just a couple of years older than my sister. By a couple, I mean 5. But at our particular age break, it was really a big deal that we had an age break at that time. It was like right when I was leaving college is when computers were breaking loose. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers this. I'm not kidding. We just watched this ad. Do you know how they have this ad running that says the last time internet policies or whatever were upgraded? And it shows all the little dial-up thing and how the internet's circling, waiting. Do you remember that mess? Okay, so when I left college, I had to take one class on doing programming. It was an elective. It wasn't even required. We were barely using computers then to type term papers and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it was like it just come out the last 2. Chris knows this. I'm not making this up. It's a real thing.
Well, so hi, Rebecca, Kentucky. Priscilla says she's going to go to CookieCon next year.
Yes, me too. I haven't been yet, Priscilla, but I'm going next year. Does anybody that's on here know? I know it's always in Dallas because I think the people that put it on are in the Texas area. But does anybody know if it's going to be in Florida every year, or if this is just like only this year it was going to be in Florida? I'm going to make her dress look a little bit nicer, you guys, because I made her a little bit on the thick side here.
I don't know. We were talking about going with you to CookieCon.
I know. I wanted to go this year, but it's just not going to work out. We got so much stuff going on.
Oh, Becky.
What'd Becky say?
Her husband thinks she's crazy when it comes to CookieCon.
Well, listen, I think it's going to be the coolest thing ever because it's going to, I used to go by in Atlanta a lot, right? So if anybody's ever been to the Atlanta gift market, that is like the premium place to go shop for your gift shops, your stores, things like that, right? I have a feeling that it's like that, only cookies on steroids, right? It's going to be insane. And I have friends that go and they just walk around in the purchasing area and they take videos, and they're posting videos the whole time they're there. I hope you guys are going to take pity on those of us that could not go this year, and you're going to do that again because that was so much fun to see.
I'm actually nervous about going to CookieCon with you.
No, I'll need you to carry stuff.
See, that's why I'm nervous about going. I'm going to need a cart or something. I don't know. Can you take a suitcase in there?
I think you can take carts in there. And a lot of people actually on the sites for CookieCon, they're recommending that you take an empty suitcase inside your main suitcase because some of the purchasing is just so fabulous that basically, what is it costing to bring an extra suitcase on the airplane? Like $25 or something?
Might be $50 now.
That's gone up. It's still cheaper.
I don't know.
Isn't there 2 CookieCons this year? Yeah, there's 2. There's Dallas and there's Orlando. So I know it's always in the Texas. I know they always have one in Texas, but is there always one in Orlando? Because that's close to where our mom lives. So that would be a fun one for us to attend.
Listen, Beth, I know you're right. There's probably gonna be a ton of Pokemon there, but if you've never been shopping with Amy, you have got to understand only one thing happens, and that's whatever Amy wants to do.
It's shopping. That is the whole purpose of the trip. When you go shopping, you are supposed to be shopping.
And then when Amy shows you 15 things that are the exact same color, and you're like, that one. She's like, not that one. Which one? Not that one. Like, they're all green.
Listen, I'm just telling you, no one in my family sees color the same way that I do. They don't. Like, I see green, but I'll see 5 different shades, and they're like, it's green. But they're different greens.
Chris and Brian are going to come. We've just decided. Chris and Brian are coming. They're going to be carrying wagons.
I don't know if it would be safe for them, Tammy.
Baskets. Well, there have been times where when we would go shopping for Hallmark ornaments, we would shove Chris in front of us to clear the way. Don't you remember that?
No, I do. It's so
He's
funny.
a big guy, so we just put him in the front, and then you and I can grab all the ornaments.
Yeah. Oh, and what about where did we go the last time we had to do that though? Oh, we went to a sea glass show in Ocean City,
we did.
And we had to have him block the way because people were getting a little pushy.
I just wore that necklace, one of those necklaces this past week.
It's so funny. We were in Ocean City just we were in Ocean City, we didn't even know that show was going on, but I was like, oh, sea glass show, guess where we're going? I bet Tammy and Chris just rolled their eyes and I couldn't see it.
No way. I love sea glass. That was the best show.
When I announce these things, I just don't look up for a few minutes, you guys. That's how I get away with it. I'm like, oh, we're going here.
And it always happens on a weekend where we're like, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to watch TV and rest. And we're going to go to the beach and do nothing.
That's why we should never say that again. If we really wanted to just rest, we should just not have commentary on how the weekend's going to go, because it never goes that way.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're showering, packing picnic lunches, backpacks full of supplies. Did you get the water? Where's the other sunscreen? Do you have a bag? We better bring some more bags.
Yeah, what if we don't get out of there in time? We might need to bring the coupons for dinner.
We never made it to the beach that week.
No, we did go, but I mean, that show was that was a 3-day thing. And I think we went back every day. It was fabulous. And we've never been to one like that before or since then, have we?
No, and they moved that one around in Maryland.
Yeah, we just happened to luck out that it was there where we were.
Yes, they have not been back there since.
That's so funny. Okay, now guys, at this point, I've got to allow her to dry, and then I'll come back and do her face later. But while we're still chatting, I'm going to go ahead and do the neon part. And then I think I'll ice a totally separate cookie. The piece that looks like what I outlined in the middle there, I'm going to ice this too. And I'll put it up as a separate cookie for you.
Amy, I knew you would really like this Pokemon because her melodies are sung with a special vocalization method that can control the feelings of those who hear it.
Oh, like a mermaid siren, huh?
Yes.
So tell me something else about the character while we're talking about it. And if anybody does like Pokemon and you like any of these cookie tutorials, please share this. We want to see how far that this cookie will go.
Yeah, so I know that I don't know that much more about her, but there's 2 forms. So I think this is the Aria form.
Well, you lost me already. What are the forms in Pokemon?
Yeah. So sometimes the Pokemon can be, there's so many. We could do this for hours. But so sometimes a Pokemon could be male or female. It could evolve into one or two other.
Isn't that like the things that hatch and then you guys trade them?
Yeah, so you also get these eggs from Pokestops or from gifts from your friends, and then you incubate them by walking, and then they can hatch into tons of different Pokemons. Yeah. Ooh, that looks cool.
Isn't it neat looking? So I'll be using that stick thing. Isn't that what you called it?
Yeah. And so for her right now, you had to buy this special ticket to participate in the virtual Go Fest. And only the people who bought the ticket.
Oh, I didn't know that. You guys had to buy tickets for this?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I think it was $5.99 this year.
Okay. But
and
how many people are playing? Because $5.99 is a lot of money if there's a million people.
Well, remember, they made $1.23 billion last year. So
that's insanity.
So then you have to not just buy the ticket. It's not like automatic that you get her. You have to do all these tasks throughout the day and do all these things. And then the reward, if you complete them all, will be her. And then the general public that plays, they're not going to get a chance to get her for who knows how long. Sometimes it's 6 months. Sometimes it's a year.
Oh, so she literally is only coming out for the event next weekend. And that's only if you paid to participate.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to see how this goes, you guys, because I have not used this before. So we're going to see what happens here. I might dry dust it too, just to see what that looks like. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that's the Lumo in violet, which I believe it means luminate and violet. And I added a little bit of Everclear. So
that makes this sense. I missed that because somebody said you had a big bottle of booze, and I was like, "What? I missed that." And then I was like, "How did that become liquid?"
Well, they know I don't drink, but I do use Everclear to paint. Look at that, you guys.
It just looks shiny.
Yeah, it's going on though. It's gonna dry matte,
and then it'll glow in the dark.
And then it'll glow in the dark. I'm pretty sure it glows in the dark. I might need a black light, but I'm pretty sure that originally, when I investigated this stuff 2 years ago, that it didn't need black light, that it was just a glow in the dark situation.
Yeah, this is a good color to paint your house, Jen. Sherry had a purple room.
Our sister Sherry, she still has one, doesn't she?
I think so.
I wonder if she's on here. Sherry, Mom, are you guys watching?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen them pop in yet.
I have to tell you, Sherry has invited like 200 people to my new cookie group, the Cookie Snack Attack.
Oh, nice.
Jen, will you drop that link in there again for that group? We want everybody in that group because that's where all the Tiki Hot Summer series is going on, either there or on our store page. And then I'm using the software to broadcast into multiple groups at once. So that's been helping a lot too.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think Mom is here. Mom said,
"Hi, Mom.
What are you two going to play when you're all grown up? We've been through Mario and now Pokemon."
Mario.
We talked about you playing Mario Kart and Duck Hunt, Mom.
Hey, yeah, we did. Did you miss that? And hey, is that what Pap used to play? Did Pap play the Mario one?
I don't know. Did he play Maybe he played Duck Hunt too.
I don't remember, but I do remember that we finally got our grandfather to play. What was that on? It wasn't a PlayStation. What did we have? A Nintendo?
Yeah, Nintendo.
Well, we didn't have one. Tammy had one, but occasionally she.
No, I didn't have. Mom had it. It was Mom's.
I don't think so. It was yours.
Yeah, I wish we still had that somewhere.
I know, because now when you're doing games, right, you have to buy all this stuff. Back then, you could just mindlessly sit there and play. Was it Mario Brothers?
Mario Kart, right?
Yeah.
I think you played Mario Kart, Duck Hunt.
You could just play that nonstop and start over until you mastered a level, right?
Yeah, we didn't play Legend of Zelda, but that was really popular.
Did someone just post that?
No, I was just remembering. I think Chris played Legend of Zelda.
I don't know what that is. I only remember you guys playing Mario. Do you see how it's super shiny, but it's already drying flat?
Yeah.
In a couple areas. So and you can tell it's the product. You can tell that's what's on top of the icing. So I'm really interested to see if this actually works.
How are we going to test this?
Well, I'll test it and put up a picture if it works. But I'm just curious to see if it works. But don't anyone worry. I'm not using this on any products that I sell in the store because of the recall that happened a couple years ago. I'm just using it for fun today. I'm also not selling this cookie, so please don't sue me. I'm just having some fun promoting an event that's happening next weekend.
She's also not a financial advisor.
That's right. I'm not a financial advisor, but you know what? I am a cookie artist and I do like sweet teas. So visit my coffee shop if you're enjoying this.
Yes. And Julie's here. Julie said hi, Amy.
Oh, hey, Julie. How are you? And I saw Shane's comment a little bit ago. That was funny. So you know what? As grown-ups, I think people play the lottery. Mom wanted to know what they play, right?
Yeah, you can play.
You play the lottery if you're not of the age group that plays this, right?
No, everybody plays this game, Amy.
I know you keep telling me that. I just don't see it, I guess.
You do. Anybody that walks past your store whose head is staring at their phone is most likely Pokemon, because Culpeper has a lot of stops and gyms.
I know. Remember that, is it a baseball museum that's on the street beside where my store is? Didn't you tell me that they have a stop there?
There is a stop by the big mural, right? Is that the wall that has the big mural?
No, there's a mural, but then there's also that like famous baseball house that I didn't.
Oh, at the end of your street?
No, it's on the side street by where my store is. And you and Chris went and got something from there. And you're like, because you said there's a Pokemon stop at this place. Do you know where it is? I was like, I didn't even know we had that. And then it was right around the corner from the church. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is anybody else on here from Culpeper that knows what I'm talking about?
You had a lot of stops.
Yeah, I remember you guys were just walking around the block catching stuff.
So we'll come and see Amy, right? She is busy. She'll be busy. We'll say hi, and then we'll just disappear for an hour.
Yeah, I'm like, where'd you guys go? And she goes, oh, we were playing Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. Chris just said, you guys have that big love sign. There's a big stop and a gym down there by that train and all that stuff.
Yeah, we in our downtown area, you guys, if you do ever come to Culpeper, it's so cool. We have this train station that is still being used because the metro comes out there. We're pretty.
Yes, but no, the VRE, right? Isn't that what you have?
I don't know, but it connects with the metro. It's not a metro train, is it? Right? It's not. It's
like a Virginia track. VRE, right? Virginia Rail Express, I think, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So anyway, it's a working train station still, but we also have this cool historic museum in there. Listen, that's not my job in town. My job in town is to make cookies, cupcakes, and specialty feature cakes. That's it. I'm not responsible for the rest of this stuff I'm talking to you about. Somebody else.
What's my favorite cupcake to make with you?
I don't know. What is it?
Yes, it's my favorite. Sarcastically, she said.
I don't know. What is it?
Oh,
tea.
It involves the extra step, like 15 extra steps. It's really good, but so much work to make.
Listen, I'm not going to say that because someone's going to call me on Thursday and want it, and then I'm going to get upset with you. So I'm not going to say it out loud.
Also, everyone should know that anytime you go to visit Amy and it's just supposed to be like fun, it's going to be Amy's kind of fun.
No, let's just tell them the truth. If there's too many people waiting, then you're going to go to work.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
Amy's kind of fun. It's like, we got to wait on these customers.
Yeah.
It has
all of a sudden you think, oh, you're going to come have this nice lunch. And it's like, put on this apron, wash your hands, wear these gloves, put this hat on, put this fish hat thing on.
And every time, it only happens when my family shows up and wants to visit. Like the rest of the time, it'll be nice and
sure.
This is really drying well, and it's not pitting.
Okay? It does look good.
I can't tell from my camera how much you guys can see, but it's drying nice and even. There's no streaks. Like if this was a legal product to use and hadn't been recalled, this would be a lot of fun. Julie, I'm using something that we're not supposed to use in the States because it was recalled, but today's just a for fun play day making Meloetta. Is that who we're making, Tammy?
That's it. You got it. See?
She's a special release character coming out next week for Pokemon Go, but I'm using this glow in the dark stuff. And so we're going to see if it works. I mean, we can't use it. We can't sell it on something we sell to customers. but I'm just getting a nice layer. It's drying really well. It's giving it a nice, really pretty, nice matte finish. All right. Can we take a break from the character for a minute? Let's talk about her hair.
Yes.
Look at this, you guys, by the way. Look how bright this stuff is when you mix it with a little Everclear. Look at that. I mean, it is like glowing. Will you turn the air conditioner on for me, please? It's so hot in here. Okay.
I saw you did something cool for her hair. I'm really excited about this part.
So I did put a base down just because I want to see what happens. But check this out. I might have gotten them too hot, though. I might have to roll fresh ones. Let me move this out of the way so I don't break it. And anyone that's watching that normally watches my lives knows that right now I'm struggling for a place to put this little cookie because there's so much stuff around me. They know that's what's happening. I bet they're all giggling. All right,
yeah,
but
you start looking right, left, forward, back, and there's just no room.
So this is so much fun. I need Brian. Will you come here for just a sec, babe? So
see, now even Brian's going to work here.
Yeah. Would you look back here? I need a little square of parchment paper.
Chris is here working the tech side too.
I know,
this is like a whole family event.
Right back in here. Right back here. So anyway, this is what I thought of when I saw her hair and it looked like that sheet music. That'll be perfect. Thank you. Thanks, babe. So yeah, now Brian is off. He only had to do the one thing. Okay, so listen, all the time I tell people, Tammy, you don't have to go buy all the fancy stuff until you're sure it's something you're going to use a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so today we're not going to use a fondant roller. Even the little ones, when you buy them cheap at Walmart, they're still $7 a piece. And it's basically just like a little 1-inch piece of plastic rounded ends that you use to roll your fondant. So that's what I normally use. But when I saw her hair, you guys check out her hair. Can you see it's supposed to look like sheet music?
Yep.
So I thought in my 3-foot space, Jennifer's right. Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to leave this rolling the whole time. I'm so sorry. I know that makes some of you motion sick. Let me take that ticker off right there. So I just went and grabbed a can of chunky Rotel that I got earlier because I was going to make some cheese dip to go with tacos.
Yeah.
So see how it has these cool ridges?
Yeah.
For real, guys, this works so great. So I took these cool, I bought these because I needed candy in the cookie. So these are Tootsie Fruit Chews.
Oh.
And there's all different colors in here. So I'm going to not eat the others. I'm going to keep them because I think they'll be really good to do other sculpting with. So I got that. And then I got to looking around and look what they have out right now. They have
what?
Key Lime Twizzlers.
I've never had that.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. And it's like, it's the color of key lime pie in the center. They taste great, by the way. Okay.
Wait, is that a filling?
Yeah, they're filled. And they taste like key lime pie.
No way.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
So,
I like that. Does it really taste like key lime pie?
They do. They do. I'm not a big Twizzler person. Like I use them on cookies and I know the kids love them. And I love the rainbow filled ones because I like to use them for handles on my Easter baskets. But when I saw this and it already had the ridges, I thought, oh, that would be so cool for her hair. Mm-hmm. Well, then as I was going down the aisle, I was like, you know what? I could use one of these cans, and I could get the ridges. So then what I decided to do was pick up some of these fruit chews. So let me just show you how, if you want to go the fruit chew way, you can. But I will warn you, if you guys make something like this and you want to do this technique, just know that this is not a good idea in the summertime because
the gloves are coming out.
Huh?
The gloves are coming out.
Yeah, because this is super sticky, okay? And look what's happened in just the 45 minutes that we've been decorating. These were perfect. And now you see how they're kind of sweaty looking?
Yeah.
Because any little bit of heat is going to get to it and it's going to make it tacky.
Hey, I need to know, is that Rotel mild or medium?
It is medium chunky. I like the chunky to use with Fritos. So the Frito scoops. So you see how we have a different color here? Like this one's super shiny because I manipulated it, right? So it released the stuff that's in it. It draws it to the surface. And then this one's still real matte finish.
They're both green.
Yeah. So what? No, they're not just green. This is why I do the cookies. Oh.
One was shiny. That was it.
Let's see what this is. This is.
I can't see it.
This also says, let me hold it up. This also says it's lime. And then the other one says key lime. So I did a couple of things. Let me just show you this because it's the technique from this that I think is so cool. And also if this sticks, a little bit of Tylose powder sprinkled on top, like just dip your finger in it, rub a little bit on, or a little bit of cornstarch. But then literally I just cleaned this and look what I'm doing. And I got to stay in place. It sticks to the can enough that I can put some pressure on it because I wanted it to look like the sheet music, right? That's what I was going for, was to get the lines. And then it just comes right off the can. See? Oh. And then I used scissors and I just trimmed out 4 lines.
Oh, that's very good hack.
Okay. And then, of course, the extra disappeared. Someone ate it.
Someone?
Yeah, me.
A mystery.
Because it was lime. And I was like, oh, I bet that tastes good. What does that taste like? I've never had a lime Tootsie Roll before.
Meloetta controlled your feelings and you had to eat the Tootsie.
So funny. All right. So this was my thought for her hair, right?
It's very good. Very smart.
Smells so good too, you guys. And it's pliable. So I thought we could bend it like the picture to position it. Yeah. But then I realized, okay, well, she's got, let me do another one because I don't want to use these sticky ones and mess up my edible marker. Okay. So I'm flattening it out just a little. And this is a can. I left the can full of the contents because I didn't want to risk smushing it. Right? Because it's a lot of pressure to flatten the Tootsie Roll. But I need
you need the weight of the full can.
Yeah, I didn't want to dent the can. I needed it to still structurally be sound. And let me cut this one to match the other one because when we go and put it on top of that icing, wherever it touches, it's going to stick. So when we do this, we're going to have to work quick. But in the picture, can you pop that picture back up of her one more time, T?
Yep.
Please.
There she is.
So you see her hair, guys, how it looks like one line of sheet music. So then I thought, okay, well, let's see if this works. So I do really like the Twizzler, except the Twizzler is already curved, right? So it doesn't necessarily look like sheet music, but of course I had to try it because I needed a backup in case my plan didn't work. But you see, you can draw with the edible marker on the Twizzler. Right?
Oh, is that black?
Yeah, I use black on this one because it shows up better on camera. If I were actually going to make these cookies, like if Pokemon calls me up and says, hey, you are now the official cookie creator for us and wants to pay me to make these cookies, look, I'm all in, I'm ready to go. Yeah. But I was like, okay, so we want her to look like that sheet music, right? So I wanted to see if the marker would work on the Twizzler and if it would work on the Tootsie Rolls. So I'm doing black. If I was doing this for a real, for that company, because it's trademarked. So obviously I'm not making this to sell. This is just for fun. I wanted to see what it would look like. And look how great. It looks just like this. Look at that. So you have music, right? So her hair has breaks. Are those called stanzas, maybe, T?
Bars?
Are those bars? Is that their real name? So we've got that. We're going to do a second one. But that makes it look like the sheet music in her hair because she's the melody character.
Hey, we have to know. We had a question. How long did it take you to draw on the Twizzler?
20 seconds. It was just a test. It went fast. I just did one whole side, flipped it, did the other side. It didn't take long. And it's not a whole Twizzler. I cut the ends off just long enough to make her hair. But then I decided, now, can you guys seriously not tell that these are 2 different colors of green? Because these are substantially different in person.
I can tell.
Okay. All right. I'm a little concerned if you can't.
Right. So I can see it just fine.
Here's the piece we're going to do for her across her face.
Oh, her headband?
Yeah, I'm just going, well, I'm going to make her hair swoop across her face. So I just wanted to have the lines.
This is her bang?
that skinny piece is going to be her bangs, and then we're going to see what we do for the long part here. So let me pull our cookie back in place. And, you know, if there's scraps and you want to taste it, just have at it.
Yeah, that's your right.
That's right. When you're a cookier, you must test the product.
Ooh, look at how good that purple looks.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And this is going to be fun. I can't wait to test this tonight. All right, so let me move these bits. Get her back centered up. Look how good she turned out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is her hair, and we're going after this look, right? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I want to do is I want to start down here on the bottom, and I'm going to trim this just a little bit because I don't want all of this tall part like sticking up on the cookie. And then I'm just going to mash this, okay? Hey, Sally. So I'm going to mash it. And then what I'm going to do, I've got a nice layer of the green down, but it's kind of crusted already. So I'm just going to put enough down that I have something to attach this candy to so that when it dries, it doesn't move.
Oh, nice.
Right. But I needed to fill that because I had done that purple outline ahead of time because I wanted to be able to paint while we were live. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to play with this. It's very, very pliable. So I'm just going to, and the reason I did go ahead and ice that green area T, in case you were wondering, is because where the hair sits, I wanted it to be the same color underneath.
Oh.
So that it looked nice together, right?
Yeah.
Now, probably, do you see right here? I'm going to fill those two areas in with purple since I've now twisted her hair because I really like the look of the twisting.
Yeah.
So let's do her bangs. Where's that other piece that I already colored?
Yeah, purple and green together are great.
Yeah, this is awesome. So let's take a look at this. We're going to start here. I'm just going to do a little trimming at an angle for when I sit it down on the cookie here. Okay. And this, we're just going to come right across her face.
Oh, good. Hey, I want to show you a picture of Chris in Montreal.
Okay, show me.
We were Pokemoning all day. This is the only picture we got.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we were so tired. Amy, you had to catch them all.
That is so funny. When did you go to Montreal? Was that a Go Fest?
It was a Safari Zone 2018? 2019? 2019?
Mm-hmm.
2019.
It was right before the year before COVID?
Yeah.
Can you believe that we have we're living through a pandemic? Did you ever think that would happen in our lifetime?
Yes, I did.
You did? That was not something I had on my list of things to do.
I was prepared.
Well, you were prepared, but it's not something that even entered my mind until it happened.
It's because I watched the movie Contagion 4 times.
Oh, well, there's the problem right there.
So I knew what to do.
I'm totally in love with this hairdo on this little thing.
Yeah, it looks good.
And I'm going to backfill here with the purple so it can be setting up and then I can dry it.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that fun, though? Look at that.
That looks good. Are there any comments?
So what else do you have in there in the pictures for today?
Well, let's see. Oh, yeah.
Isn't there, can they share this and then put a tag on it? What tag should they use if they want to share it or put it over on Instagram or something?
Oh, yeah. Hashtag Pokemon Go Fest 2021.
Yeah, so then we'll get some more people on the Seriously Sweet Instagram page, right?
Yeah.
So we can get some more cookie followers.
Yeah, Chris put it in the room.
You already put it in there?
I just put it in there. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you got to show that. I'm going to show you a picture of my other current favorite Pokemon. And then I'm going to have you guess what her name is.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to finish her hair while we're doing the next part, though, okay?
Okay, she's there. What do you think you would call this Pokemon?
Meloetta.
What? You can't see him? Can you see her?
What am I supposed to be looking at?
Is she's up in the corner?
Oh, I don't know who that is. I thought you were putting up a picture. I'm like, what are we looking at here?
No, you got to just guess the name of the Pokemon.
I don't know. Jen is saying flying squirrel.
That's a good guess because it is a flying squirrel, but it's got a goofy name.
Let me see.
The name doesn't attach to it at all. I have no idea.
Oh, all right. I don't know. Glitter?
Emolga.
What's that?
Isn't that right? Emolga. I don't know. Did you know Pokemon was first called, when they played it in Japan, Pocket Monsters? That was the name of the game.
For real?
Yeah, Pocket Monsters.
I didn't know that. Okay, now, guys, if I was doing this again, I would probably put a bunch of this together, roll it out, cut it, and then I'd be stretching it. As it is, I'm piecing her together at this point to make her hair one solid piece. But this stuff is pliable enough that if you want to use this, like to maybe make unicorn hair, right, to make the mane or the tail, this is pliable enough. If you put a couple of these together and roll them and maybe cut them, these are pliable enough. You can hand place this. No, it's not fondant, Sally. It's Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, Tootsie Roll. You know what she kind of looks like here? I think you could use everything you taught them today, Amy, and also use it to make the elves from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, probably. Another trademark thing that I can only make for you because I can't sell it. Do you want to have that on a different Sister Sunday shenanigans?
Yeah. I have only a little bit of Lord of the Rings knowledge, so I don't have many factoids. I'd have to look up a few for that one.
Hey, do you have any more pictures up there? Because you guys had loaded a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I got a great picture of me with Professor Willow.
Here, tell him what. Put it up there.
Dun, dun.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, hey, where were we that we were discovered when they first, we were at a beach. We were at a beach again where we could take our picture with whatever character we just captured.
I think that was in Minnesota Key.
No.
Because we took a bunch of pictures on the beach.
I thought we went out to Boca. Didn't we go to Boca and we caught that yellow? No, it was Minnesota Key. You're right, because we were down by the park.
Yeah.
Where we used to go kayaking. Yep.
No, not we. You. Yeah, you and Brian went kayaking there. Do you want to tell that story?
No. My husband is great at it. Amy, not so much. However, I very much enjoyed it. But no, we tried.
Oh. So you have somebody who's a big Lord of the Rings fan. So we'll have her suggest which cookie would be good.
So what cookie would be good? You guys work that out while I'm doing a little drawing on here, because this looks nice.
Yeah, Amy's a big kayaking enthusiast.
No, Amy is not a big kayaking enthusiast. Amy got talked into it because we lived near Englewood Beach and Venice Beach in Florida, and on Minnesota Key they had a great place that you could go. And Amy's loving husband decided on one of these trips that we should cross the spillway out into the ocean during low tide because we were trying to get over to Pine Island. Remember? Wasn't that Pine Island? And Amy just about jacked her arm up to it was not usable for a very long time after that because I was afraid I was going to get swept out to sea. It didn't matter, you guys, that I had on the life jacket, that I knew nothing would happen to me, that there was boaters everywhere. This chick started freaking out, and I about ripped my elbow. It was terrible.
Amy's also good in emergency when you're in the water and something that's like 6 feet wide comes swimming along.
Do you remember the manatee? You remember the manatee that touched us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking,
but let me while she's ratting me out, you guys, let me just rat her out for a moment. We were upstairs at the condo or the house looking out on the beach because the house that we were at, their vacation place was, we're looking out and I'm like, you guys, we've seen a manatee. It touched Chris. We saw dolphins. Like every day we saw dolphins. I'm like, this is a shark. And they're like, no, there's no sharks here. This is not the right time of year.
No. Hold on. Let's tell this story legit.
And you guys kept saying, oh, that's not a shark. And I was like, I'm not going back in the water because that's definitely a shark. It took them 5 minutes of watching this thing to watch its swim pattern to admit, yes, Amy, that is a shark.
We were loading the dishwasher. And Amy looks up and she's like, uh-oh. And so I look up and I was like, what is that? Now it's very far away. So you're also in total disbelief that you could be.
First of all, it's not far away from where we were swimming every day.
No, it's right where we were swimming.
Yeah,
right
if we had been down there, it would have been right up next to us personal.
This is why you're not supposed to go swimming at dusk. There was a shark.
Yeah, it was a shark.
Yeah,
yes.
It was a shark. And it came straight for Amy. I mean, it knew she was in the house. It was coming for her.
And I was like trying to do the jaws noise, remember?
Donna.
Yeah, and I was like, I couldn't get it right.
Donna. Yeah, you sang some other theme song.
I was like, I just cannot get it. I can't get it. I can't do it right. Until they did it, then I was fine. But then I was also like, hey, how many more days do we have? Because we're not going back in the water.
Yeah, I don't think we went in past our ankle at that point.
No, because it wasn't a little sand shark, you guys. It was a big shark.
It was a shark.
And it was
put up the comment about the Frodo. Yeah, it was a big shark.
Oh, Frodo. Most notable would be Frodo, but there's always the 4 Hobbit friends. Oh. Okay.
Oh, a house. Oh, the house. It could be like a little mushroom,
Yeah,
like
a.
Yeah.
That would be fun. So send me pictures, T, of your next.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Do you like her?
She's beautiful.
She's turning out great, right? All right, guys, I'm going to lift her up so you can see her. This is as much as I can do right now because she is wet. The icing, everything is still wet. So I'm going to leave her on the parchment to dry.
That's really cute. You did a great job. Thank you.
Well, you are very welcome. And thank you very much. So T, tell them when this thing starts next weekend, because you might need to go live to the store page to tell them what you're doing.
No, I don't think anyone's going to be fascinated by that, Amy.
I might be.
Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. For us, that's when it starts.
So funny. What other pictures do you have over there? I don't feel like we went through all the pictures.
And then so Saturday, you'll be catching Pokemon all day. And then Sunday for the fest is what they call a raid day. So I think Chris put up a picture there of what the gyms look like.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go to any of those.
No. And so all day long, you'll be raiding with people from your area, all around the world, right? Just battling these big Pokemon in groups together.
That's so funny.
And then we have a picture of Gardevoir, I think, with a hat, right?
Did you? Oh, wow.
She's
What's
special.
That? I'm glad we didn't make her. She's frightening looking.
It was that would be a lot of work, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's special shinies that are going to be released. So you have the normal Pokemon. Huh? Yeah, there's going to be the normal Pokemon, and then they put them out in shinies.
T, we're so busted. Did you see this?
No. Oh, Mom. That's all news.
We didn't tell you about the shark or the manatee?
No, Mom knew about the shark.
I thought we told you.
Yeah.
That's too funny. I hope we didn't admit to anything too bad on this Sunday sister shenanigans.
Yeah. At some point, I'll tell you my story about being in a canoe with Chris.
Okay, but I bet it's not as good as my story of being in a canoe with Brian the first time I met his family, and he flipped the canoe over and my leg.
Tell the story now. You have to save it.
Oh, well, I'll tell you another day then. Another time where Amy was in the water and almost got hurt. How is everyone? Did anybody have any cookie questions before we wrap this up?
Cookie questions? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, they might rewatch this and want to know something. And we are not financial advisors. This is the second episode of Sunday Sisterly Shenanigans by Seriously Sweet on Davis Street. I'm Amy Hicks, the owner of Seriously Sweet. That is my younger sister, Tammy. This was so much fun to do this, though. How funny.
Don't call me next weekend. I'm going to be busy.
Well, next weekend, something's going on. I feel like I have... I don't know. I feel like I have a couple big weddings next weekend. Like Mom didn't know about the shark. Are you seeing this?
We should end the broadcast now.
Okay. Before we get phone calls in a minute. Mom, don't call till we end the broadcast, just saying.
Ooh, Beth has a question.
For the boxes that are on my page, I can't tell you yet, but if you have been following Cookie Snack Attack for the last 6 weeks, it's something I told you about early on, and Brian helped at the store for a little bit yesterday, so we got all of the boxes put together for something that's going to be available for sale, but we're not going to release it until August because we've already you guys have already been so great to do so much of the royal icing template transfer template purchases, and you had to buy cookie cutters for Tiki Hot. So I'm holding it until the beginning of August, and then what that is going to go up for sale. You'll get a week's notice about when it's going up for sale, what time it's going to release, because there are only going to be 38 of them for sale. 38 of those. However, if you can't snag one of the boxes when the boxes releases, you guessed it, Priscilla, when the boxes release, if you don't snag a box, you're still going to be able to snag a ticket for the virtual class, which we will hold via Zoom. So that the class will be live if you want to attend live, or it'll be recorded and then it'll be in the group and you can watch it anytime after that. Okay. So you'll be able to be in on the class because you might already have all the stuff that's in the cool box, but the box is cool. It's fully loaded, really good stuff. So what's her name, T?
You know her name.
I just want to call her Melody.
All right. That's fine.
But that's not how you say it. It's Meloetta.
Meloetta.
She is the special release character for Pokemon Go Fest, which happens next weekend. So we'll let you know how Tammy does. But I'll be finishing her face and her little headband later. I have all that stuff prepped, but it's just still a little too soft. Also, I do want to point out, if you, Jen, I don't care what's in the box. I just need the box.
That's right.
And I found a couple other things to put in there too that were not initially supposed to be in there that are just seriously sweet things. So I'm excited about that too. What was I going to tell you? Oh, so the other thing we're testing, guys, is that I wanted to do this cool hair, right? I did this hair out of the Tootsie Rolls, the lime flavored fruit chews by Tootsie. We're going to see what that's like tomorrow after the whole cookie is dry, because I suspect that you're going to need to, if you guys try to make a cookie like this, not this one, obviously, because it's trademarked and this was just for fun to promote the event. But if you tried to use this technique, what I want to find out tomorrow is, what does this dry like? Is it super tacky and gummy? Like meaning it can't go in a cookie bag. It would have to go in a box so that this doesn't touch anything. And if it is tacky, I'm going to dust part of it with cornstarch and see what that does to it. Like, we're going to try some different things just because this is so great, right? These things are like, they taste so good. You know,
hey, Amy.
Did you see this? I saved it.
You can eat that later. Hey.
What?
I got to go.
I know I got to go too.
You know what I got to go do?
I have no idea.
I got to go play Pokemon.
Are you serious? You're going?
Yes. I got to go.
All right. When you guys go do that, post later, whatever you find today. If there's any special things, post it on the store page or in the group. I think you guys are in the group. I had a great time with you today. The Sunday Sister shenanigans must continue. So I'm going to say maybe another 6 weeks, and we'll come up with something that you want to do. Okay.
We'll see.
All of you for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Tammy, don't go away. Bye.
I got to go play Pokemon.